just restricts that airflow there. Yeah. Jack.
I think he's trying to get his house down to 65 degrees, and I was like, that ain't happening. It was an old, like, tin house.
They want to make sure they grab their clear and transparent pricing and their warranty processing fee book. If they have.
Let me think about it. I'm sure
No
there's
pressure.
Yeah.
We haven't really gotten together much in
Right,
a
it's
while.
been busy. I've been, spent yesterday trying to catch up on everything I'm done, making parts orders from when
Yeah, it's gotta be a challenge doing that out there, not having the tickets or.
Yeah, we got, I'll catch up this time. Next time I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of process. They can,
Good yourself? Maybe if you could, being that we got those motors in, bring up something about, it's kind of like take a starving person, they gorge themselves. Motors maybe, be selective about one thing, pick what's gonna be.
just be like Ryan.
Nobody's spot, he's up to something.
He's the one, he goes,
Taking himself.
buys like 4 or 5 of them. But he sells them all one day.
Yeah.
So I don't say that.
How's the back, Mr. Wilkin?
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had problems for a little while.
It's good.
Of course, I don't climb
I see
chairs.
he's walking pretty good now.
Yeah, I don't climb chairs anymore.
We learned from that one, huh?
Oh, yeah. Sad. When are you going to drop?
I think next week.
Next week.
What's up, dude? Looking clean.
It's all weird in here this morning.
It's all weird.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
Talk a
It's a
little
little
bit.
weird in here, yeah. Good, dude.
How you doing?
Because nobody's used to being in here anymore.
Yeah.
We're all.
It's all a blur for like 2 weeks. They're going, man,
It's been a while.
there's people working there with me and shit. I thought I was doing it all.
There's 9 votes this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Were those people there that loaded me?
Yeah.
It was infested? That's what I heard, dude.
I was like, yeah, check please.
You're welcome. You bring in your clear transparent pricing and your.
So yeah, she started, but she got and stuff, so yeah. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I hooked into one. And the sucker took off like 300 yards down the street.
Right, a big one on.
He was big. I didn't bring my gloves. Usually I'll bring leather gloves and I'll like that thing that we can hold the tension on the big caster. Forgot my gloves, so I just put my thumbs on there and I was like, man, these seems to be black.
I'll have to go get it soon. I want to go get pictures.
So yeah.
Got fishing to do.
Maybe 30.
This is
I've been seeing buddies of mine doing that, but I've never gone out, man, but you get in the water and hold that thing, good lord, dude, y'all are nuts.
That thing almost hit the rod out of the boulder. I was sitting there, I was tying up my other rod, and I heard the rock shit, and I looked, and that sneaking rock just,
And you fight them for good,
oh,
good
man, I
time.
fought him for about 35 minutes, till the line, and he popped out.
They say you let them go and then
Well, he jumped, and when he jumped, I mean, he was probably 150 yards out, and he jumped out of the fence.
Break it in.
And it was just
Gonna be,
like,
I'm gonna, think I'm gonna, you still work at the Schwartz Bonds?
no, I stopped, I was just started picking up this.
Think I'm gonna.
You'll catch like 60 a day. And they're averaging anywhere from
Terrific.
3.5 to 6.
My wife had terrific.
There's one in this,
Comes out.
I know, last time I was back,
Except for
they had my fishing pole sits on the ground, dude, and it started going in the water, and I threw my beer, my cigarette everywhere, dude, and then in there, and he offered shit at me because my beer was there, my cigarette was there.
Every time you see that, you're just
If you wanna go to the park more, you do go.
Yeah.
Go to Schwartz Bonds, it's like $25 to go there, but it's like, why can't you just
it's
get
a catch and release.
Oh, yeah, dude.
People I
I
like.
get to go, I used to fish a lot out in Texas, but I get to
All
go,
the same.
obviously, I was out of commission for them.
Yeah.
I wanna try it.
Yeah.
It's fun. I see them, they say you can't take them out of the water, so you jump in and.
So,
That's awesome.
put that dike in my house.
Uh-huh.
Me and my buddy last night.
I had it, I put it in there last week, not this last week, but the weekend before. And, what do you have in your? I have a Mitsubishi.
Fine by me.
I have a Mitsubishi 9000, I have a 9000 in there.
We just push.
Have you ever seen that powerful button on the thermostat?
Yeah, it's like on blast.
Whatever, oh, it's all kinds
That
of
was
that.
the beam of the water, and I
Yeah.
had it.
Oh,
in
man.
my hand.
It worked.
I was trying to get.
It just puts it in the high.
Right.
And it just kicks it on. I let the thing run just to see what would happen. Change the temperature. But then it goes back into maintaining.
What's up, dude?
Don't say it, man.
Pretty slick.
Clean.
The thermostat
Say a lot of
is more
things.
simpler. On
I
the
open my
instead of having the snowflake.
I think that's where it levels out. All the dogs.
It is, and the symbols are hard to differentiate sometimes when you're just getting it, it's like, right, is that a snowflake or is that a sun, is that, you know what they're trying to do. I mean, I've had it long enough, I just know if you just scroll down, click, you know,
But instead of just too hot or too cold, why can't they just put heat, cool? They don't make it simple.
No, they don't.
The Mitsubishi. Daikin, they know it though. I mean, that thing, I didn't have to get the instruction manual out to tell.
And I think the difference is Mitsubishi is made for all the countries that have got beers that way. And then Daikin,
Those are new systems.
they're making theirs for the US market. And our mentality of people and.
It's like, I think it was like
You know, what's that? Because you translated that word from Japanese to American and it says too hot, too cold. Doesn't mean you don't just put warmer, cooler, or just arrow up, arrow down. You see things. But Americans are.
In fact, they have to slide it more open.
Yeah.
I realized they have
Well, there's a couple of shit. It has a blast mode as well.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, we have a hybrid.
Yeah, sometimes it's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's got, well, it's got a blast mode for rain. I don't think it does with the research, because you're saying, I gotta get it on that road, and it shuts down. It's not the same. You get it in highway and set like that, period. It's not like, let me satisfy my space and go back to home. It's not that, it's, I want to say, you get that, I think it's called
But then it makes it.
I've got a window. I got a window. I got it. Let's go away. I can open that window. I got it.
So everyone has their clear and transparent pricing guide, hopefully with them. If you don't, please go out and grab it, and along with your warranty processing keybook. We've got some new ones for you. Let's go ahead and start with the clear and transparent. Got new pricing. I'm sure everyone out there has experienced the rising cost of materials, right? You already got one.
Yeah, I do.
And that's materials across the board. With those rising cost of materials and also scarcity of materials, we're running into an issue right now. I mean, as you guys experienced, we were having a hard time with motors, right? We got motors in, but like anything else out there, there's just a problem with getting those materials in. So part of that's the reason why we have an increase in our pricing on here, on the clear and transparent pricing. But also, we're in an inflationary period. Does everyone understand what that means? Got enough? We're going to an inflationary period like what we're experiencing right now. Everything across the board goes up. Our cost in equipment and materials has gone up 20 to 30% over the last 6 months, guys. That's an issue. That's a serious issue. You can either let it get to you and make you depressed about the situation, or you move with it and go with it. There's nothing you can do. You got to fix it, all right? So the way I look at it is, everyone just got a raise. I mean, that's the way it is. If we have, if our cost of materials goes up, that means our cost to the customers goes up. And if the cost to the customer goes up, what does that mean? It means your commissions just went up, okay? I don't have any other way of looking at it. I can't allow myself to get down on it, and I suggest you do the same. Your customers will smell it on you. They will smell it like fear if you are having an issue with the price that you're giving to them. You need to get over that. Your customers are expecting to pay more right now. They're willing to pay more. In fact, they are probably more anxious to get something done than to wait, because they know if they wait, what's going to happen to that price? It's going to go up dramatically. Even in my own personal purchases, I have a fear right now that if I need something for my home, I'm doing projects around my house, I worry that if I put it off, either I'm going to end up spending more on it, or I'm not going to have those materials available. That's a reality. You know, and that's from everything from, I think wood has actually started to become more available, but the price of it didn't go down, right? What's that? Yeah, it's staying the same. And that goes for anything out there. Vehicles. You go out and try to buy a vehicle right now, good luck bargaining with them. Good luck negotiating a price with a dealership right now. They know they have you. You want it, you're gonna have to pay for it because they only have so many of them on the lot. Right? Your pricing in here is gonna reflect that. You're gonna see the prices went up across the board on everything. Back. Anyone have any questions about anything on here as far as what you're seeing? Any thoughts or concerns on there? Anything you're running into that we don't have at the warehouse?
Yeah, let us know on that, guys, if Standard is not have something you're trying to get. Condenser motors has been the thing. They was single pole 40 amp contactors at one point. Mainly it's been condenser fan motors. They did come in. The other thing I'd like to, I mean, you know, if you're starving to death and all of a sudden somebody sticks food in front of you, you tend to take more than you really can handle. And don't do that, because, you know, yeah, he got 30 condenser fan motors in, but if you take 7 of them and there's 28 techs, now what happens? You know what I'm saying? So grab a couple but help us, if you go over there to get something and they say, oops, sorry, we're out, please let me or another manager know so that it gets back to me, because we can get them, you know, and have them in the front warehouse and, you know, put out a little message like we did on the motors. I had to get a couple times. But if we don't know, you know, it doesn't happen. And actually, a tech let me know yesterday, and I mean, I knew, talking to Smokey, that they had a truck pallet coming in, so I didn't purchase any more, but that tech went and got some. But otherwise, I wouldn't have known they were out of condenser fan motors again. So, that's about it.
Is there a universal motor, Mike, that we could get that, like for those 110, 112, something in range that we could have, or do we just continue getting those from when we need them as we
Okay.
need?
So, I mean, it depends. Okay, so there are a couple of motors we used to stock, the 42Y frames, so the smaller motors.
Yes, sir.
Those, I'll talk to Matt and see why they're not carrying them. They were supposed to carry 2. One's like a little bit higher quarter, and others like down in the 10ths and 12ths. But as far as the carrier motor, it comes on tile and some comfort makers too. It's a squatty, fat 48 frame motor. There's not a universal that they make for that, that I'm aware of anyway.
Yes, sir. Our thermostat price is going up as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they're in the book.
Don't we have a particular book for that one?
What's that?
Isn't that in the April air book?
Oh, did you guys?
We don't have that, they had it separate for a while.
Yeah, it's in a different, well, I remember it was in the book.
What's that book?
Are those going up too, Don?
What about it?
We have the April book here.
Pricing on that.
Different pricing on the April Air book?
Are they going up too, or are we keeping those the same price?
Until they give you a new book, then yes, it'll maintain the same. Yeah, Jeff's pretty on it, guys. I mean, he's got that print shop working overtime where we need to change the pricing, he's on it. Which is another thing, we're truly blessed right now. Every day, we are getting other contractors coming in and asking to buy equipment, because they know we have it. I mean, that's, we're very blessed. It's unfortunate for those companies, and I wish them the very best, but, if they didn't plan for this, they're probably having a real hard time buying just an AC or just a furnace right now. It's, we're hearing from the comfort advisors, that a lot of the reason why someone is going with us today is because they were told that they could not get a piece of equipment through who they normally use. You know, it's a crazy time. My whole career, I started doing this in '95, I've never seen anything like this. It's never been an issue where we could not get equipment, ever. It's always been, yeah, you can get the equipment, just what are you willing to pay? Now, you can throw money at them all day long, they're choking you. They just aren't sending that equipment out. But if you get a chance, look at that back warehouse over there. It's very impressive, the amount of equipment that we have in there. And every day, we're getting more and more equipment in. I know we had a truck here, I can't remember if it was Friday or Thursday, but they were here for, was it Thursday? They were here for a while. dropping equipment off, so we're truly blessed that way. We have a warehouse full of parts, we got a warehouse full of equipment, we have customers coming in left and right. Things are changing a little bit. I don't know if you notice, it feels like fall out there right now, compared to what we had before. Still gonna be in the high 90s, but if stuff was gonna break, it broke already. We had a good 6 weeks of this, and now we're gonna have to switch modes a little bit. I know some of you have gotten very accustomed to running demands, and I like them too, but don't get caught in that trap. Don't be that person. Don't be that tech that feels just because you came out of the hot weather that demands is all you're gonna wanna run, or demands are the only thing that's gonna make you money. I want you to remember where you came from. Each and every one of you in this room went through our training program, and what does that training program revolve around? Around tune-ups. You know, that's how you stay busy. If you are new to here, this is the only place you've ever worked, I can't tell you how crazy it is out there. I mean, a lot of the other companies that I've ever worked for, and I'm sure some of you who have worked in other places can agree with this, that fall and springtime, it becomes a bit of a concern on how many hours you're going to get. Because if there's not a demand season, stuff isn't breaking, majority of your contractors out there aren't going to go out and look for the work. We are a marketing machine. We are a marketing company that does heating and air conditioning. So we have the ability to turn our volume up on the marketing so that we have the tune-ups available for you to go out and run. How many demands did we take yesterday? Levi?
We had over 20.
Over 20?
Yeah.
Our peak of the season, guess how many demands we were running in a day?
60.
About 70. 60 to 70.
60 to 70. So that those calls have dropped off, guys. I mean, yesterday was 20, Mondays are our busiest day of the week. I'd be surprised if we get 15 today. So be ready. We are turning up the marketing so that we have tune-ups available for you. But don't forget where you came from. Don't forget, Matt, where do you make most of your money?
Tune-ups.
Rob, where do you make most of your money?
Demands.
So here's how disconnected some of you are. I run your numbers. I know when you guys make the majority of your money. Demand season is how much of our year? Not even that. Maybe 20% of the total revenue that you generate in an entire year comes off of demands. And I know it seems that way because you go so much gangbusters, Rob, but the true disconnect is majority of your money that comes in comes off of tune-ups. What's the most you've ever done in a month on tune-ups?
I think like 200,000 maybe.
You had a $200,000 month doing tune-ups?
Probably, yeah. No, actually, no. No, I don't know, man. Probably like 150, maybe. And I think probably 2 in the demands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just the other way around. I've been running your numbers for the past 5 years.
There you
I
go.
know exactly. Matt, how much, what do you average on those months when you're running nothing but tune-ups?
My best month last year was like 305.
Okay. And that was what month?
That was,
March?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. March is always one of our best months. It's crazy the amount of leads that are generated off the tune-ups. And it's because our program is designed to do that. You know, don't forget where you came from, guys. You gotta go back to the basics, go back to your script. If you need to get a script, I'll get it for you. But don't forget, that's our moneymaker, you know? And I get excited about demand season because I know that the comfort advisors are gonna be closing everything that they touch. It almost becomes a false sense of closing is what that is. But I know that coming into the fall months and the spring months, that's when we shine. That's when we do better than anyone else out there. That's when I know that our system produces. And that's the reason why most all of you are gonna average about 48 hours a week over a 51-week period. That's the reason why majority of your income is gonna come in off of those tune-ups. Demand season gets a little spooky for us in there because, you know, you have so many sharks out there offering to undercut you and everything else. It's when I start seeing goose eggs up on the board. We did pretty good this year, not getting the goose eggs, but the amount of leads that we can produce in the fall and the spring off of our tune-ups truly separates us from anywhere else. Okay? So, let's go back to the basics. You gotta make sure you're filling out the evaluation forms, right? When you're filling out the evaluation forms, take the time to do it. How many of you are filling evaluation forms out on demands?
Like, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. I challenge you, if you're running a demand, get that evaluation form out there. Take a little bit of time. You're not being rushed on these calls. If you're running a demand right now, make sure that you're taking time, fill out the evaluation form, use your scripting on it. If you're running a tune-up, absolutely fill that evaluation form out. Be surprised how much it's gonna help you out. But make sure you're filling out that evaluation form, and then make sure you're getting the customer to ask you how much it is to do the repair. And when they ask you how much it is to do, and that should be on demands too. That's the whole point in using the evaluation form. If I just go out there and say, oh yeah, I can tell what's going on, it's your dual run capacitor, that's a tier 4. That doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do your customer any good. They don't understand at all what you're saying to them. But if you were to fill out the evaluation form, I showed up on the call. I go to the thermostat, I understand your AC's not working, what's it doing? How long's it been doing it? Has it ever done that before? Excellent. You mind if I go ahead and see if I can get this thing going for you? Great. You want to show me where the air conditioner is? Go out, fill out the evaluation form. How long does it take you to do the evaluation form?
Less than 15 minutes.
On an AC, probably 5 minutes, right? Would you agree? I mean, it's quick, it's easy. All right, did a 20-point evaluation on your air conditioner. All the writing that you see in blue ink is good working order, it's gonna get you through the season. Of course, some of it's showing wear just because of age. But the part that's keeping you from being cool today is this one right here. If you wanna be cool, this is what you need to replace. And then don't say nothing. They're gonna ask you, how much is it? It's no different. You treat a demand, you treat a tune-up the exact same way. Use that evaluation form. Circle it in red. Get them to ask you, how much does it cost to repair that? Now, if I'm on a demand, they've asked, I'm gonna tell it to them. If it's a tune-up, let me finish the service and then I can go over options with you, okay? But you'd be surprised. If they're asking you how much it is, they're not gonna waver when you tell them how much. They're always gonna waver if you've given them the price and they have not asked how much it is. Have a little strategy when you're talking with your client. And then get your clear and transparent pricing guide out. Some of you have memorized the pricing. That's one of the exciting things. When you get a new clear and transparent pricing, you have not memorized those pricing. You should never memorize those pricings. You never should. You should always pull it out anytime. It wouldn't matter And I don't know if you guys ever notice this. You come in and you ask me a price on something and I pull that book out, don't I go right into the script? Well, the repair you're asking me about today falls under this category. That includes materials, tax, labor, everything it takes to replace the phone. The only thing it's not gonna cover is your tune-up fee of $49. So yeah, Elijah, that's $372. You gotta get in the habit. That should become a reflex, that if someone asks you a price on there and you're using that clear and transparent pricing, you go right into script mode. Because your homeowners have no idea how much something costs. Plus, they have no idea how you come up with that price. In fact, in most cases, they're thinking you're pulling some fuckery, right? They do. They've seen Dateline. They know that a lot of the contractors out there are just taking advantage right now. Pure fuckery. So, you gotta explain it to them. Say, this includes materials, taxes, labor, everything it takes to do the repair. The only thing it's not gonna cover is your diagnostic fee or your tune-up fee. This day, you still have customers ask you, even after you go through that script, they say, so is there any tax on that? Do you have anyone that asks, so does that include the labor? Okay, so that covers the part, you have the part on you? Okay? You ever have anyone, after you go through the script, they say, so what about the diagnostic fee? What does that tell you?
They weren't listening. Weren't paying attention.
Either they weren't listening or you weren't interested. That's the way I take it. I consider myself a very interesting person, right? People always listen to me when I talk. Just ask my kids. Right? Bullshit. I don't care how interesting you think you are, not everyone's listening to you. So make sure that you're not just throwing the script out there, that you keep it interesting. Make sure that they hear you. You know? That's one of the most important things, is making sure that by the end of it, I want them to be totally clear-minded on everything that I told them. I don't want to create confusion, because I know they're going to shut down. If they're confused when I give them a price, they're going to shut down. And when people shut down, they start saying no. Right? They do. They say no, they say they want to think about it, they want to get other bids, but if they're clear-headed about it, everything that you said made perfect sense, and what they're getting is worth more than what you're asking for, then it's a no-brainer. Yeah, go ahead, get it done. The only thing I need to think about is, how am I going to pay for this? But you got to slow your roll a little bit when you're out there with it. I know this happens. When we're out there on Nancy, trust me, I've been getting client concerns that come through on there, and a lot of it is, you know, the guy came out here, I just don't know if I got a good deal. I just don't know. I don't know if he checked the system thoroughly. I don't know where that price come from. I went online and I saw that that component on there was only $100. Now you're charging me $700, that doesn't add up. Why is that? I don't think homeowners need to go through all that. I think if the technicians slowed down a little bit when they were out there and explained everything to them, from why we charge what we charge, to using the clear and transparent pricing that they know it includes everything in it, they're never going to look it up. They're not going to look it up. You think about it, when you've gone out and spent your money and you did your research on something and you were totally clear, you understood exactly what it was, after you bought it, did you go check and make sure you got a good deal on it? I don't think people do, if they know what they're getting themselves into, or if someone explained it correctly. Now, if you got more time than you know what to do with, then that's great, but I don't think I'm any different than a lot of people out there. If something makes sense to me and I spent my money on it, I'm never going to waver on that after I make the decision. And I'm not different than other homeowners. But if I waver on it, if it didn't make sense, if I jumped into it, sure, I'm going to question it later on. And if they start questioning the price, what are they thinking about the technician? He's the devil. Right? That son of a bitch charged me too much. Yeah, I got cool air. Yeah, it feels good. You know, he was nice when he came out. He cleaned up. He seemed professional. I just don't know about that price. That could have been covered when you were there. If you just would have slowed down a little bit with it. Okay? All right. Before we go, I want to go through some role playing. Let's have everyone come up. Ollie, why don't you come on up here with me? We're going to go through this pretty quick. All right, Ollie, you had asked me how much it was for that dual electrolytic condenser on there. This is our clear and transparent pricing. All of our pricing is set by the HVAC Association Northwest. And in here you can see that all of our repairs come with the exclusive no service fee guarantee. So once I do a repair on your system, I'm covering the operation for 1 full year. If anything was to break on your furnace and or air conditioner over the next 12 months, I'm not gonna charge you to come back out, okay? And your repair today will fall under one or more of these 8 tiers, and that includes materials, taxes, labor, everything it takes to replace the component. The only thing it's not gonna cover is your tune-up fee at $49 that we agreed upon. After looking through there, I can see your dual electrolytic condenser falls under a tier 4, and I can do cash, credit card, or check, or payments as little as $7 a week. Which one of these works best for you? You wanna use a card on there? Okay, let me put this on there, and then we can settle up when we're done. Okay? All right. Come on up, TJ.
Okay, TJ, I find out what's wrong with your system. This is our clear, transparent pricing guide, and it falls under one of these tiers right here, and it's including tax, labor, and materials. Your repair today falls under tier 5, which is $659. Would you like to pay with cash, card, or check?
Card. All right, good job, thank you. All right, Olivia, come on up. TJ, stay up there, here's the tech.
So, I found out what was wrong with your unit today. It falls under tier 5, tier 5, and this includes parts, labor, taxes, and everything. And we can take card, check, or payments low as $7 a week. What works best for you?
We'll do card.
Card?
Okay, nice job. And in TJ's defense, he's still brand new, right? I kind of threw him to the wolves. Did good. The most important thing is he was explaining. I mean, it kind of threw a brain fart a little bit. It's like, very good. But that don't matter. It doesn't matter. Your homeowners don't know any of that. They have no clue. The best you can do at that point is just do your best and try to explain to them that, hey, my price on here includes materials, taxes, labor, everything on there. I think, that's the important part, is you were explaining to the homeowner what they're getting for their money on there. No, nice work. All right, Flores, come on up, please. All right, you're gonna be the tech this time.
Okay. All right, so this is our clear and transparent pricing guide set by the HVAC Association of the Northwest. Today, your repair will fall under a level 3, so it'd be $768. Now these fees include all your labors, tax, and services, but the only thing it doesn't include today is your service fee or tune-up fee, which is $49.
Okay.
Sounds good, you're confident. Can I make one suggestion?
Yeah.
Just remember, there's multiple ways you can say a dollar amount. I could say $5,332. That's one way. I could say $53.32 on there. That's another way. Or, if I write it down, I point at it. Say I can do cash, credit card, check, or payments as little as $7 a week. Which would you prefer? Which do you think is the less intimidating? Point at it. Yeah, you got this right there on it. So when you do it, just hold it up, and I like your confidence, by the way. You have a lot of confidence. So I point right at it and say, cash, credit card, check, or payments as little as $7 a week. Which one works best? Okay? Nice work. Nice work. All right. Let's have Jeremiah come up, please. Mike, you be the tech.
Hey Jeremiah, so finishing up, found out the issue you have out there. This is our clear and transparent pricing guide. All our repairs come with a 1-year no service fee guarantee. Your repair, find it here, is going to fall under tier 3 here. Because you go with cash, credit card, check.
With a check.
Check, all right, I'll get started.
Nice job. All right, Brent, come on up.
I just finished up your service and you asked about how much it would cost to repair that condensate line. This is our clear and transfer pricing guide. All our prices are set by the HVAC Association Northwest. All repairs come with no service fee guaranteed. Meaning anything happens with the HVAC system the next year, we'll come back out absolutely free to see what was going on with it. So your repair will follow one or more of these tiers. We're actually looking at tier 3. We could do cash, check, credit. Which one would you prefer? And it doesn't include all taxes, labor, materials, everything except for your $49 tune-up.
Perfect, let's do a check. Nice work, good job. Mr. Wheeler.
So I just finished up with the tune-up, and I remember you asking about the pricing on it. This is our clear and transparent pricing guide set by the HVAC Association Northwest. All of our repairs come with a no service fee guarantee, which means if any of your parts fail within the next 12 months, we'll come back and look at it absolutely free. Your repair today falls under one or more of these categories, and today it will be a tier 4, and there's your price. Would you like to do cash, check, card?
Oh, cash.
Nice job, nice job. Can I make one suggestion? That still, to this day, as long as we've been doing this, and I've been with the company since 2006, we have always financed repairs. We always have had that ability to finance repairs. To this day, there's still no other company that I know of will go through the trouble of financing a repair. I mean, literally, I got a $200, $300 repair, I can finance that thing today. No other company does that. No other plumbing company, I don't know of any other. Dylan, do you know of any other?
No, not for repair.
Yeah. So, the easiest way to say that you have financing available to a homeowner is, or I can do payments as little as $7 a week. Which would you prefer? Make sure you're giving them that option. Guys, I would much rather my customer finance than pay me cash. Does that sound just stupid and crazy?
Yes.
It does. Cash has always been king. But guess what? Very few of you have in your pocket right now. Very few of you have cash in your pocket right now. Most all of you, I bet every one of you has a debit card, right? Yeah, everyone has a debit card. Cash is crazy anymore. Now, Matt, why on earth would I rather my customer pay using financing today than pay me with a cash, credit card, or check?
We could see what their credit score is and offer some replacement options, you know. They might get approved for $30,000, who knows, right?
Exactly, exactly. They may not realize. Good news, good news! I know we're doing $300 repair, but you just got approved for 50 grand.
You ran my credit for how much?
You just got approved for 50 grand. You know, I can do this repair for you, but hell, what if I could show you that you could be putting money back in your pocket? What if there's a way you could do this repair today, have heating and cooling, and not only walk away ahead, but probably make some money today on it? A lot of your homeowners don't realize that if we replace the system today, we're not only going to save them money in the future, and it's going to pay for itself, they're probably going to walk away in the positive. Because if they're making a high utility payment right now, a lot of times when we finance a new system, it offsets the cost to where they're actually making money by doing this. If I'm paying $200 a month in utilities because I have an old piece of shit that's costing enough that my neighbors, I'm heating and cooling the neighbor's house, costs $200 a month, I come back in and get a system financed for $80 to $100 a month, it cuts my bill in half, odds are I walked away with $20 extra a month. Your homeowners may not even realize that. They may just be interested in getting a repair done. They didn't realize that they could buy a system. They didn't realize they had $50,000 available to them. We run into this all the time. I would much rather than finance. Is it more work? Yes. Is it work that other companies aren't going to do? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Trust me, if this was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Right into that on Sunday.
Did you?
Ended up being a $6,000 sale. It's $393 repair.
$393 repair, you ran financing on it, they got approved, you set it up. Heck,
I had one for a water heater on Sunday too, and the guy was in Kentucky, a truck driver, we got him approved for 25,000, full system with, and the water heater was a home warranty. So he ended up forgetting the home warranty and bought a full system water heater.
Yeah. And the homeowner, it's good for the homeowner. It's really good for the homeowner. They get a new equipment.
Yeah.
They cut back on utilities, their house is gonna be more comfortable. It's safer. New equipment is safer than old equipment. There's so many upper level benefits on it, you can't put a price tag on that stuff. All right, ready?
Hey Colin,
Sir,
found out what the problem was. Have you seen this book before?
I have not.
Here's our clear and transparent pricing guide. It's developed by the HVAC Association Northwest. Keeps prices fair. Just like to share with you that we are licensed and bonded in the state of Idaho and Oregon to do business as a contractor. Every employee follows a code of ethics and competency, which includes background testing, drug testing. We promise not to smoke, spit, or swear on your property. Treat it as our own. Every repair comes with an exclusive no-fee guarantee, which means if something happens after I leave, we won't charge you a diagnostic fee. Today, one of your repairs falls in one of these 8 categories. 8 now. 8 categories. Yours falls down here into the tier 4, which is $432. We do accept cash, credit card, check, or payments as low as $7 a week. Which do you prefer?
Do check.
Okay. That includes all parts, labor, warranty, everything in that, but it does not include your diagnostic today.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. I'll select when we're done.
Nice work.
Yeah.
All right, Rob. You asked me how much that capacitor cost. This is our clear and transparent pricing guide set by the HVAC Association Northwest. Every repair that we do comes with a no service fee guarantee. Means if anything happens for up to a year, we're going to come out, no diagnostic, and check it out for you. Now in this case today, we're going to be checking out the outdoor section, which is the AC side of things. This is our tiered pricing guide here. In this case, we're going to be looking at a tier 4, which is $432, includes labor, taxes, 1-year warranty, everything except for the diagnostic fee. Now in addition to that, I do have a second option for you. It's an AC rejuvenation kit, given that your unit's 10 plus years. This includes the component in question, as well as a powered circuit interrupter, which is an additional component. It's a little burnt and pitted right now. And then it also adds a compressor saver condenser to your system. It's basically a boost, helps your system run more efficiently. Now that's $659. That comes with a 2-year warranty and 3 of those components.
Let's do that one.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
And then check cash card.
I'll
or
do cash.
finance.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yep.
Good job. So, real quick, Rob, how often does a homeowner want to take a look at that or try to grab that clear and transparent pricing?
Quite a bit.
And what do?
I just let them have it. Most of the
That's
time.
okay to do?
Yeah, why not? Then sometimes I'll leave them there and I'll have to come get another one from you. But yeah, I usually just let people.
You don't even ask for it back, he's like,
No,
$700.
I've forgotten
This is the
about
reason
it.
why everybody hates this guy.
No, I let people read through them and,
Yeah.
customers, there's nothing creepy in here.
That's what it's designed to
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it better if they want to look at it?
Yeah.
I would think so. That means
If
they're
they ask
interested.
for it and then you
Well,
say no, they're gonna look at why.
It says right on the front of it, clear and transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guys, if someone wants to look at that thing, that's a right? That's an moment.
Mm-hmm.
That means that they're interested in what you got going on. That's a buyer.
Cuts out awkwardness too, because while they're processing, it gives them something to sort of.
Yeah, don't be afraid to hand that over to them. Go ahead.
Hey Dylan, this is the clear and transparent pricing guide. All of our prices are set by a third party, the HVAC Association of Northwest. Once you make a repair with us, you get the no service fee guarantee, which means if you have another issue with the system the next year, we'll come out free of charge. That dual stage electrolytic condenser that had failed, which I showed you earlier, falls under one of these 8 tiers. All of these prices include tax, labor, and material. The only thing not included here is the diagnostic fee of $79.
Your repair falls under a tier 4.
432,
That's correct.
okay.
How do you want to do that? Cash, check, credit card, or payments as low as $7 a week?
I'd like to do payments actually.
Okay, we'll get that squared away, man.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank
This
you.
morning's gonna ask the chickens.
Joe. How's it going, Joe? Good. So we figured out what was wrong with that AC unit, and we've got a problem with the fan motor. This is our clear and transparent pricing guide. All of our prices are set by the HVAC Association Northwest. In here you can see we're insured, licensed, bonded, follow a strict code of ethics and competency, everybody's background checked, not going to smoke or cuss on your property around your kids. Every repair comes with an exclusive no service fee guarantee. So once you've paid the diagnostic fee, if we have to come back out again within that year, we don't charge you another fee to come back out. So your repair today falls under this tier right here, and basically includes the motor as well as this other component here, dual stage electrolytic condenser, and that'll take care of your problem and get you restored. We have options, cash, check, credit card, or payments as low as $7 a week. Credit card. All right, thank you.
All right, Elijah, I figured out what's going on out there. This is our clear and transparent pricing guide. Just so you know, anytime you do any kind of repair with us, it comes with our exclusive no service fee guarantee. Basically, all that means is that in the event something stops working on your system again in the next 12 months, we'll come back out and we'll charge you again to check it out. We do a tier pricing system. This is an all-inclusive price, includes everything. The only thing it does not include is that diagnostic fee you agreed to at the beginning of $79.
Okay.
Your repair today, like I said, was that dual electrolytic condenser. It's a tier 4 right here. I got the part on the truck. We'll get you taken care of. You can do check, card, cash, or payments as low as $7 a month.
We can do cash.
Perfect. I'll get it.
All right, Andrew. So you were asking me about that price, about that dual stage electrolytic condenser.
Yes, sir.
So what we have here is our clear and transparent pricing guide. All of these prices are set by the HVAC Association Northwest. And all of our components come with a 1-year no service fee guarantee, meaning if this system gives you any trouble within the next 12 months, we'll come back out at no charge to you, figure out what's going on.
Yes, sir.
So your repair today is going to fall under one or more of these 8 tiers. For that dual stage electrolytic condenser, that's going to fall under a tier 4. That price includes the tax, labor, materials. There's no hidden fees, and we can do cash, credit card, or check. Our payments as low as $7.
Credit card's fine.
Sweet, we'll get that taken care of.
Thank you, sir. Nice work. How you doing, Mr. Matt Fan?
Very good.
How you doing? So we figured it out today. We got the part that needs to be replaced. Now all of our parts and prices fall under the clear and transparent pricing guide. It's a pricing guide that's made by the HVAC Association of Northwest. Now it's going to fall under a certain tier, but the only that's not going to cover is the 79 diagnostic. But what that 79 diagnostic does cover is a 1-year no service fee guarantee. Now what that says is you have a whole year to use that $79. So if something were to go bad on your AC or your furnace, you call us back out. We don't charge you. Now today yours is going to fall under a tier 5, which is $659, and we can take cash, credit card, check, or we can finance you as low as $7 a month. How would you like to pay for that?
Cash. Let's do that.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Stay up here.
Yeah, nice job. Hold on a sec. Levi, come on up. Levi's a reader.
Oh, okay. Mr. Levi. So, this is our clear and transparent pricing guide. All of our prices are set by the HVAC Association Northwest. We do have a no service fee guarantee, which means within 12 months, if your system fails, come out here, look at it, no charge. All of our repairs come in 8 tiers. Your tier is going to be a tier 3. All this price comes with all taxes, labor, materials. The diagnostic fee is separate. We do cash, check, credit card, which you prefer, or payments as low as $7 a week.
Yeah, sure, I'll do payments.
Perfect. Good news is, we did talk earlier about your system. I'm going to send CA out here. All these prices, when I'm doing the repair, we're going to credit that all back to you if you decide to replace your unit.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That's good.
I like it. Very good.
Right, like, I would flip to it.
Get the big dog down. There you go.
You gotta learn that eyebrow twitch.
Okay.
That's the key.
You gotta get the hair, everything.
Good job, everybody. If you need a copy of the script, please let me know. I'll get it for you. Well, we got Levi up here. Let's just, any concerns or anything we're having with dispatch? Now, let's open it up.
If the customer's not there, we'll make sure they either have dogs that are put up or they don't have dogs.
If they're not home? Yeah, we can put on to start asking
It's
them.
happened like 5 times where I opened the door and a big dog was just.
Your dog's not like you?
Very good.
Okay, I learned this a long time ago that you need, as a technician,
Treats.
you need treats. You need treats, and what I suggest you do is you can get the biscuits or whatever and ask the homeowner, hey, can I give your dog a biscuit? Always ask before you give it to them. You never know, they may have a gluten-free, vegan, okay? But offer that to them, but as a little piece of advice, you get those, you guys know what kibbles and bits are? The soft portions that they make for dog food? You take a little corner of that and you just poke it down in the bottom corner of your pocket. Just poke it down in there, and dogs are going to love you. And then you take a little bit and rub it on the tips of your shoes. It's impossible. Those dogs are going to come over, they're going to start sniffing your shoes, and they're going to start sniffing at your pocket. Okay? I know that sounds a little annoying, but that's a sign that the dog likes you. Okay? You want to win the hearts of your customer, win the dog over. Okay? It's got to be the soft stuff. Don't put the hard stuff in there. And I know it's kind of gross, but you grab it, it's pliable, just force it down in the bottom portion of your pocket. You won't even notice it's there, but it's going to give off that scent, and the dogs are going to love it. So, if you got an issue with dogs, that's you. It's not the dog.
I know dogs.
What else?
Asshole dog.
So, it's better, it happened a few times last week. The customer home, but not adults. They're kids, customer, 14, 15 years old. It's better to communicate with the customer, our technician is on the way, but it's any adult home.
Yeah, I agree.
It's been happening 5, 6 times. That's the only problem we have.
Yeah, we can go over that with them. I mean, it's not something in our script that we ask the age of the customer when we get on. It's like, how old are you?
We do say something of, someone over 18 needs to be home, but it's not then every time.
If the homeowner responsible for the payment's not going to be there, then generally we do ask, but there's going to be those times. But we'll focus more on that.
I've had a few, and I know it's not you guys, but you get the ticket where you can't read the name of the street or whoever CSR writing it up. It's a certain person, because I notice the handwriting's the same most of the time, but you really don't know what it's saying. And then
He's not from here.
you just kind of,
I can't even understand when he talks.
you put a few letters in and it'll come up, but then I have to verify, hey, is this the address, just to be sure.
Yeah.
I know it's not you guys, but.
Or if you have the yellow carbon copy, that one's hard to read sometimes. It doesn't, you're not pressing hard enough on the ticket, and you send a picture of the yellow carbon copy, you can't, some of the letters will start and then end it, disappear, and it's like, okay.
They're not pressing hard enough.
Yeah.
So when you see that, what do you do?
I text them, what's the last name? What's the street name?
And if you can't read it, what do you do?
I just put the first few letters and usually a street will pop up. And then and you just hope for the best. Yeah, I'll push the street, but then I'll call them and say, hey, I just want to verify that this is the street because this is what I'm coming up
Yeah,
with.
you may want to be a little bit more thorough. We had a technician drive all the way up to Garden Valley one time when he was supposed to be in Garden City.
Only that. But I call and I'll say, hey, this is the street I'm coming up with. Is it the same? But
You're done for the day.
Yeah, you guys can call or text us, because that's one thing that we're trying to work on. It's going to take a few months probably to finalize. But if you shoot us a text, we can text out the address. Because I know some of them, L's look like C's, and, I speak cursive. Most people, they're writing it, I can't read it. So, yeah, I mean, the easiest, fastest probably way is to text them, would be my guess. Because then we can just shoot the text properly. We'll go in and I verify in WinTAC to make sure they wrote it down. Yeah.
I do want to say though that you guys are doing a really good job. I like that. I'll get done with a call. It don't happen all the time, but I know you guys have been more on point with it. And my next call is like 6 minutes away or 10 minutes away and it's in the same area versus a year ago it'd be,
Yeah.
I'd be in one side of the town and you'd send me 45 to an hour out and then back to the other side of town.
Yeah.
Which I know happens sometimes, but you guys have been more on cue with that, and I think that's pretty awesome, man. If we can get more done in a day that way versus, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I think part of that
you guys are
is,
doing awesome with that, to be honest.
thank you. There's a good team in there. I mean, it's not really as much me, it's just their system.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. I'll put the word out to the other guys because Kenton and Joe and Nick are really killing it in there. I think part of that though is the call load that we've had. So it's a lot easier with that full board to keep you in one area. I'm worrying as it lightens up that, you know, we gotta start balancing it around.
They dispatch for profit, you know, when they're dispatching for profit.
Areas don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it is,
But
yeah,
you
it's
can
nice.
kill a little call, if you get done with a profit, you can kill a little call, that's what I think you guys have done.
I've noticed that too.
Yeah, they shoot you over there, knock it out real quick, and then boom, even if it's a parts warranty. And I think that's pretty cool, man, that way you get it off the board and get it
It's a
done.
lot more efficient.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Anything else I can help you guys with? And don't be afraid, I mean,
In general, you guys,
Yeah.
it's been a lot better
Totally.
since 2 months ago. Because when we were crazy busy 2 weeks ago, you guys handled it beautifully.
I agree.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we did go through this pretty smoothly this time. There was no, I mean, you guys didn't have long waits and stuff on calls. I mean, and if you think about it, let's think about that, guys. Just prior to him coming in here straightening it up, he says, oh, it's not me, it's just the system. But the system wasn't being performed. And you've made sure it is. And so it's noticeable, I think, in the field that the guys aren't sitting for 20, 25 minutes and you guys forget about it. Because that used to happen on a daily basis. And that isn't happening anymore. I don't hear that complaint. Tech call me, go, hey, I haven't got a call. I used to get a call 3 or 4 times a day. And it's not happening. So, you know, hats off to you guys. You have cleaned it up.
well, shoot, I imagine 10 minutes sitting in the truck feels like forever.
Like an hour.
Thank you.
Impressed.
Sure. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Yeah, everyone have my phone number, my direct line, so you guys can get a hold of me anytime. Don't be afraid to call me out on something.
Excellent. Don't forget to get your reviews, wear your shoe covers, put stickers on equipment. I know you look confused, Rob, that's some of the stuff that we use. But yeah.
He's like, what? Where's my